We have been consistently modeling everything in 2D, and I've not appreciated how this project now looks in a 3-dimensional view. And I want us to go to view. At the top here, we have the view tab, and then we'll activate the 3D view so that we can see how our project looks like. So when 3D is turned on, this is a look at our project. Maybe I can use this scroll wheel so that it allows me to orbit through the project and see what we've created, what we've modeled in place. So basically that's what we have. The various rooms, the walls, the components, as you can see them from that point. And yes, continue modeling our project. So you see, Revit is a building information modeling software, the same as ArchiCAD. And what this means is that when you are modeling anything in one view, you're going to have the other views updating automatically. So as we were modeling in 2D here in the floor plan view, we had the 3D getting updated, and we have other 2D views such as these elevations. If you click on the elevations, you're going to see that we have some updates to these elevations. As you can see, that is the north elevation. That's how it looks like. We have the south elevations. These ones have just updated automatically. So when we create in 2D, the project is also getting updated in 3D views. So with that, I'm just going to close the elevations because that is not what I am working on. And we go the next, we can leave 3D open. So let's go to the next step here in our project. And I want to look at the architecture tab here. I want to put some room separators where we have like this big open space here that is being shared by our dining area and the sitting area. I want to use this room separator here. Click on room separator, and I'll draw from this to this wall. Click on escape so that we have separated these two rooms. Also want to put some room boundaries where we have this, like that. And then we'll have another boundary at that point. But when we come back to putting the rooms and the room tags, so we'll have the spaces already created for us. So we'll have another boundary there and another room separator there. So that's it with the room separators. Let's go back to architecture tab. Here you have the rooms, which says create a room bounded by model elements such as walls, floors, ceilings, and separation lines. So the video there is trying to show you how you are going to place those rooms. So what we do is click on that to activate the room. And then I want to tag those elements as I place them. So I'll start with this. When you bring it there, you see that it is taking the shape of that room. If you are pleased with that, just click to place it. Then we'll come to this room. Do the same with that. Click to place it. We have number 2. Let's have these washrooms here. And this other one. And then we have this bedroom. This small passage here. Also want to designate that as a room. We have at the far end here, we have the kitchen yard. This is going to be our kitchen yard. So designate that as a room. To the inside, we have this as our kitchen. It's going to be room number 8. Don't worry, we are going to rename everything so that they look well. We have this as our dining room. So place a room tag there. Come back to the living room. Place a tag. Then we have the entrance area here. Place a tag. When you are done, just click away and you have those rooms in place. So what I want to do is select this, go to edit type, and here where it's where we have the graphics, let me zoom so that you can see. Under type properties, where we have these type parameters down here, you have graphics for the project, for the room tag, and in this case you have show room number as ticked. So I want to untick that, then click on OK. And you are going to see that update in our 2D. So what I want to do is now come back and rename this one. So this is our kitchen yard, call it yard, and then can try to move just towards the center like that. This is our kitchen, so type kitchen there, try to move it a little bit towards the center like that. And this is our dining room, so I want to double click, type dining like that. I think I want to move this a little bit away from the from the table so that it is visible. This is going to be our living room, so I can just type living and then move it a little bit away from from that, so we can have it there. So this other room is our entrance. Let's say we call it entry, and then we move it towards the center, and we have this as our bedroom number 1. So here we'll click and type bedroom 01, and I want to drag it to the center here, bedroom 01. This is going to be a washroom, so I type WC and drag it to the center again like that. The same with this other one, you'll also drag it to the correct position. Then this is going to be our passage. Me type pass. That's our passage. That point, I think, is placed well. So which other rooms? We have this as bedroom. Bedroom number 2. The last one here is our bedroom number 3. 03. So move it a little bit away from the bed, and you have it. So you have the rooms. Like if you are to take a look at that, now you know we have a bedroom here, we have the kitchen yard, we have the kitchen, we have our bedroom, a passage, we have a dining room, we have the washroom areas, we have the living room, bedroom, and the entry. So that's basically the various rooms that we have in it. So as we proceed, I want to do some customizations to both the internal and external walls. And what I'm going to do is select this wall here. When the properties panel here is active, I click on this. Is going to take me to the type properties here. You can see we are editing 200 mm filled wall. So under type parameters in the construction structure, I click on edit, and then where we have this assembly here, I want to have this wall as concrete or stone. Let's try and see if we can find stone. Or we can have concrete cast in place, concrete precast, brick, concrete lightweight, concrete. Let's have concrete masonry units as the core there, and then towards the exterior side, I want to insert this and then move it up to the exterior side. This is going to be a finish. It's going to be a finish, and this finish here, I want it to be plaster. So type here plaster. Don't know whether we have plaster. Let's say yes. Here we use gypsum wallboard, and this has a 15 mm thickness. Then we insert another one here and move it down to the inside, where we are going to have a finish the same as the other one. And we have plaster. We have render. No. So we have plaster board. This is going to be 15 mm. So here at the center we'll have 170. So this is going to be the structure of our wall assembly. So when I'm done, I'm going to click on OK. And then I come back to where we have the graphics. Here we have a coarse fill pattern. And I want to have this as a solid fill like that. And then this is going to be a darker shade. And then if I click on OK, you're going to see that get applied to our project. To select that, go to Edit Type and Properties, and then we'll have this where we have coarse, that is in terms of graphics, coarse scale fill pattern. This is a diagonal arch here, and I want to put a solid fill. Click on OK and click on OK, and you see that also update in 2D so that there is a more contrast. If you look at where our walls are placed and other design elements in the building. So also, if you look at our grid elements, they are very bold in terms of color. They are going through the plan and then making it untidy. So one of these things you can do, because the main purpose of these grid lines was to enable us to position the walls in place, and we've already used them. If you don't want to keep them, you can select them and delete them. But in my case, I want to keep them for dimensioning purposes, and I will select these ones and try to change to a color that is a faint, a more less pronounced color. So if I click on that, it is going to activate grid properties here. Then I can click on Edit Type, where we have Edit Segment Color here. I can click on that and look for one of these. Let's say this gray, like that. And then we have segment pattern. Segment pattern, you have type. This is controlling. This is controlling the type of line that you are going to show. You are going to see in a 2D. So I think grid line here is okay because we've changed this color. It's going to have some effect on how these grids look on our plan. So it's, as you can see now, they are not that more pronounced, so we can be able to see our plan and components in the plan way better. So the same with this dimension line here. I'll click on Edit that. And one of the things I want to do with dimensions is change the font. Change the font, that is one thing. And the other one is change the color. So if you scroll down under type parameters here in color, we have I want to have some blue shade in place. Let's say we have that. And then in terms of font, text font, here we have Arial in place. I want to change that to a favorite font that I use. So we have enter. Put that in place. Click OK. Let's have a look at the dimensions. So some bits of customizations, and I think that looks okay. So we are ready to go to the next phase of the project, which is modeling in place the slab, the ceiling, and the roof.